How's it going, everyone? It's Aaron back at it with another Jeep Wrangler JK video. Today we're going to be talking about the Control Jeep JK spare tire delete kit. This kit is available on Amazon for around 90 bucks. There's two different models actually. One for the early JK models, I believe like 07 to 10, and then the rest is in the model years. I'll link both of those down below. Obviously my Jeep's a 2015, so I got the one that supports 2015 kit. It's a really nice kit. It looks fantastic. Obviously I have my license plate covered up, but it's a really nice kit. I'll go into discussion about how I installed the kit and everything that was done to wire up the lights, because this one in fact does include the lights. It has the third brake light right there, and that one rectangular piece right there is the license plate light. I'll bring you up to that closer in the meantime, but it gives the Jeep a nice look, especially with some aftermarket wheels. I just did this as like a temporary solution till I get the budget for a rear bumper with tire carrier and whatnot. But yeah, it's enough rambling. Let's get right on to how I installed this. One thing I thought I should mention before I get into how I installed it is that this kit does not include the little plastic cover for the license plate delete bracket. You know, as you guys know, the factory JKs come with the license plate bracket right there. This is a separate piece I bought. I believe it's Omix brand. It could be bought on Amazon as well. I'll link that down below, but it was really cheap. It was like $9 for it, and it has a really good fit. You know, that's just not included. It would be nice if it was all included in one kit, but you know, it's not a big deal. I mean, this kit, you get the back plate here, because this is two separate pieces. You get the back kit here, you get the license plate like relocation kit, which has the light for the third brake light and a license plate mount like built into the license plate kit. And a black back plate that goes obviously where your spare tire would be mounted to the mount. So yeah, so let me get right into the license plate delete kit first. So to remove your license plate mount factory, there's going to be two bolts. Once you take out your license plate, you're going to want to undo those two, and then these two silver tab things down here, that's actually another two bolts. It's kind of difficult to get with the bumper. You can kind of push down on it and flex it a little bit, and what I ended up doing is there's two bolts that hold on the rear bumper in the left side of the Jeep. I actually undid those and put more pressure on so I can get that. I didn't have space to get like a impact in there or like a ratchet. I didn't have, you know, the correct stuff to do it, so that's how I did it. And then what you're gonna want to do is, once that is off, it's super cold out, you're gonna have another two of those metal things right in here. You're gonna want to punch those out somehow. How we ended up doing is we got like a sharp metal punch, just punched out the center, and then eventually just started breaking apart. And then this is all this is a piece of plastic. It has, you know, two parts in the center for the large circular piece, and then two clips like things. And all this simply does is snap in to place like that. And it has a pretty good fit from other ones. I know I watch JK Gear and Gadgets. He got the Poison Spider one for his tire delete. He's actually running the Moto build, not Control. But he's running the Poison Spider license plate bracket delete. And his has a really loose fit. Mine has a little bit more of a tighter fit. You can get like metal ones with like bottle opener and whatnot. But it's not a bad thing. I like it's black and no design, so it fits pretty well with a Jeep. So that's pretty much that. It's nice and simple. And then for the Control spare tire delete with license plate relocation. What you're going to want to do is unbolt I believe it's 8 bolts for your factory spare tire mount, and then you're going to want to reuse those bolts and washers you got with it to mount the back piece. So the back piece is going to utilize the 2 top bolts, the 2 bottom bolts, and then the license plate bracket is going to utilize the 4 side bolts, so the 2 on the left, 2 on the right. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mount up your license plate to the license plate bracket before you bolt it onto the Jeep. I'm just going to use the factory holes and whatnot. But you're going to have a little, it's really nice because they're like lock nuts and like little tiny black hex screws, so they're not like silver, so it's not going to look ugly. They're black hex screws, so you know, not someone's going to like just come up and undo them. You got 4 of them, so obviously there's one here, 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 and here. And then once you get that bolted up, the actual control installation guide actually wants you to leave one of the bolts out to run for the wiring. This bracket actually utilizes, like, has a little cutout in the back. If I could actually show you, might be kind of hard to see, but so yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard to see, but I actually ran it down the tailgate vent, one of the flaps. I chose that route because you know, the control installation guide says to use this bolt hole, and I just don't like how that looks. I like it, the look of having all 8 bolts there, and there's no issues running it through the tailgate vent. It's really like a super thin wire, like that thin, not even like that thin. So it's really not a big deal. Another quick thing to mention is actually that you get, once you take off your factory spare tire mount, you're gonna have 3 holes. This one is where the 3rd brake light wiring used to go through, and then these 2 are gonna be for the big round tire bump stops, so it doesn't, you know, like come in contact with the tailgate or window or anything. So what they actually give you in the kit is, if I just pull this up real quick, I just grab one of those. There you go. They give you some plastic, you know, plugs for that, and these are super nice that they come with them. They're really thin and like lightweight, and actually I lost my big one. You only get 3 including the kit. The 2 smaller ones, which is one of the 2 smaller ones I have left, and a big one for that big piece. What I actually ended up getting is some rubber ones. It came with a set of 2, so if heaven forbid these fall apart or come out, you have a backup. And so I have these rubber ones in, and they're a lot better fit, and I feel like they're gonna let out, you know, less. It's gonna prevent water leaks and whatnot if they were to happen. But this is the big one of, as you guys can see, they just press in. This one is the easiest to press in. These smaller round ones are a little bit more difficult because these holes are actually kind of like ovalus shape. So you actually have to squeeze these in like that, and then press them into the hole. So it could be a little difficult, but I would totally recommend these. Just get these when you order the kit. These are, I think, $11 for a set of 2. But I lost my big circular one, so I was just like, fuck. And then I didn't want anything to leak or whatnot. I mean, I didn't want anything to like rust on the inside or whatnot. You don't want that. So I would just go with some nice rubber ones. It's nice that they include plastic ones in the kit, but I would definitely go with rubber. There's better fit, and it will keep less stuff from going into the tailgate. So, and now that we have exterior stuff out of the way, let's get into how I ran the wiring and whatnot. So, okay, and then once you fish the wire through the one tailgate vent is about like here in the tailgate. So there's gonna be a little hole up behind this black trim. Just put your finger below it and you can pull it out. There's clips on the bottom. And then the tailgate vent here, there's 2 clips on the side and 3 tabs on the left. Don't want to break those tabs, but we can just pull this out real quick. So this is the tailgate vents here. Well, the one for that. There's the clips here and here, and the little tabs. You're gonna get 2 wires. The shorter one is for the third brake light. The black is the ground, so obviously that's going to be going with the gray wire, the gray wire here, and then the red is going to be going with the white and gray striped wire. The power is going to be the red, obviously, and the black is going to be ground. So just splice those in. You get butt connectors with the kit, so you're going to want to use those. If I just put this back on real quick. And then, like I said, you're going to want to fish it to here, and then the longer wires for the license plate running light. So you're going to want to run the wiring through here. I tried to run it through this little, clothy sleeve type thing. I couldn't get it, so I just zip tied the wire to it. I would have liked to have a cleaner installation, but I couldn't fucking get it to feed it through. But regardless, you're gonna have to take out this plastic trim right here. You're gonna have to undo the 2 Torx anchor bolts. Don't quote me, I think they're about 15 millimeter, they're a T15 or a T20. But you're going to do that, and then you just want to pull this away. It is bolted up here by the roll bar, so be careful. Don't try to yank it out. You obviously want to, you're just going to want to pull it nice and neatly, because actually, if I remove you guys from the tripod, there's to be a little grommet right up here under the carpet here. Now, in CJ's Off-Road's insulation, they actually use splice connectors, and they got the wiring through right here. If I can actually lift up the carpet, you might be able to see. There's wiring here, but there's a grommet that goes down into the taillight. You can either splice it here and make it easy, or you can splice it down in the taillight, which is what I ended up doing. That's how the control installation did. I'll remove my taillight in a minute and show you that, but a little grommet, you want to punch a little hole through it and then run the wire down there. And I'll show you what wires go to what, like that. But that's all he pretty much did for that. He wired the brake light there with the factory connector. He just cut off the connector. I actually have the factory connector in here. Yeah, this is the factory third brake light. I just cut it off. So let's close up the tailgate, remove the taillight, and I'll finish up how I ran the wiring. So let's get right into that. And then to remove the taillight, you want to take out the 2 Phillips head screws there and push in towards the Jeep. And then the taillight's going to come out. And then you can see the wiring here. I have JW speaker, 279 series taillights, so it's a lot of wiring. There's a resistor here and whatnot. But what we ended up doing is we ran the red wire to the white with purple stripe, and the black wire to the black factory wire there. So if you guys can see this, I'm not too sure if you guys can see. Zoom in a little bit. You're gonna have another set of the butt connectors included. The red wire, I said, goes to the white with purple stripe. The black wire goes with obviously the black wire for that. And then once you punch down through that grommet, that's how you're gonna just splice into the factory Jeep connector and whatnot. I'll make a nice video on these JW speaker taillights, but that's pretty much how the wiring and whatnot went. So let me put this back together and we'll wrap up the video. Alrighty, and that's how you install the control spare tire delete with license plate relocation bracket to a 2015 Jeep Wrangler. Like I said, ensure you buy the correct one for your JK model year. I actually bought the incorrect one, so I had to return it and buy the right one. But like I said, I'll link both of those in the description, and I'll link the rubber tailgate plugs in the description, and the license plate delete cover in the description as well. So hope you all enjoyed, hope you all found this helpful. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe for more Jeep Wrangler JK videos, and comment on what you guys would like to see next, and I'll see you all next time.